Well, hello everybody. It's that time where we launch a brand new one-day special, and this is a doozy. We are talking studio lights. It is your Just Lou Butterfly Collection. Great price. We're going to get into that in more detail, but speaking of great, I am joined by the extremely talented and lovely Julia. Hello, Julia.
Hi,
Oh, wait. We've got a bit of a fan base out there. I didn't realise we were doing that. Everybody, it's Julia, everybody. It's Julia. And I'm here as well. Thanks, Julia. Thank you very much, Julia. It's like when your mum cheers you on. That's my only supporter.
Are you saying I'm like your mother?
No, I said it's like your mum cheering you on.
I could be.
So, anyway, now, I'm saying I'm digging a hole. I don't see you like my mum. Okay, we're going to talk about the one-day special, and I have to say, this ticks all the boxes. One-day special, we want to bring you something that's special. Beautiful design work here, but value for money, Julia. Whew, this is good.
I think, well, for the next 24 hours, the bundles that are on the Studio Light one-day special shows, which are all different tomorrow, incredible prices.
Yeah.
You know, if there's something you've missed out on before, today's the day, or the next 24 hours is the time to get it, really.
Spoken like a true crafter, Julia.
Oh, yeah, we all love a bargain.
We miss a collection, or if you want to give this as a gift to another crafter. 'Cause look, let's really think about this as crafters. The amount you are getting for $17.97 is incredible. So we're getting a beautiful stamp, and it is an exquisite stamp.
It's a sizable stamp as well. And that, because it's a sizable stamp, it's going to go on to things like your shrink plastic.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine that on shrink?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
So love that. Because it is a butterfly. What did we say it was?
Fritillary.
A fritillary. Okay. So it is a butterfly in there. Actually, I'll show you the back, and it gives you a better indication of. Isn't that pretty? Obviously, you can decorate it however you like, but, ooh.
It has like moth-like features to it,
yeah,
doesn't
that's
it?
what I say. You'd be forgiven thinking it was moth, but it is a butterfly.
Yeah.
Very, very pretty. So we're getting that, and it is a good size too. If I just give you an indication, showing you my hand there. But I mean, that is a big stamp.
It's a big stamp.
So we're getting a lovely stamp, popping that down. You're also going to get, we'll just work our way across. Look at these stencils. I mean, so I kind of get, this looks like it's like a focused, you know, sort of under the magnifying glass, and then you've got maybe a sort of similar design taking a step back. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah. They're kind of florally, but they're kind of textures as well. I mean that to me looks like a bit of like a chrysanthemum.
Could be, or
so
it could be texture. Imagine your texture pastry there.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course you could, because they're about A5, the stencils. So your butterfly is going to sit on top of those really nicely.
Oh, nice. I've got 2 words for you, Julia.
Get in my basket. That's too many words.
4 words. Jelly plate.
Yes. Yeah.
Jelly plate.
Yeah.
We
I didn't
do.
bring my jelly plate, actually.
I think we do have one. Have we got one on the show? Do we say? Oh, we had the show earlier.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's going to look awesome. Okay, and then we've got the dies as well. I mean, okay, so this is why I'm saying, as crafters, you can really appreciate this is a genuine saving. You're getting your full die set, which complements the stencils, 2 of those sizable stencils, and you're getting the stamp for $17.97. I've got to point out, dispatch is the 27th of May. Oh, sorry, 26th of May. But value for money, and the only reason we have got it on extended dispatch, obviously, is because it's coming from Holland. Incredible value.
Really
Look, we're
is.
busy for this.
Yeah, I mean, I will, when we come to me, I'll go through the dies as well and show you how they cut and how they layer together. So, because it's all very well seeing the metal, but you
want
don't
to see it cut.
Yeah.
We like that. Okay, this is the one-day special. One-day special is busy. 148022, your item number. We're going to move on. I have to say, everything is busy. This is an occasion, and Julia said it quite rightly. Shop ahead. If you love a bargain, we got some bargains. There are different products tomorrow, but you can still get a hold of them today. So $13.98 here. You are getting the stamp and stencil duo. Well, I love this as well. So another collection by Lou. And when we're saying just Lou, it's our Lou Withers, so you know the kind of talent and pedigree that's being introduced in the design work from Lou. And she's very, very, very talented. $13.98 for both. I mean, Lou, you would be I say Lou. Sorry,
all right,
Julia.
no, it's
Oh,
fine.
Julia, I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
But Julia, you'd be forgiven for thinking, I mean, just for that one die set, you would pay that same amount.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So you've got the word that says happy. You've got a lovely kind of floral spray there, which is it's like a silhouette die. So it means that you can use your stunning backgrounds, and if you cut it in black or if you cut it in white, it's going to sit on there nicely.
Nice.
And then you've got that one, which could be like fish eggs, a group of fish eggs in the bottom of an ocean, or it could be pebbles.
Pebbles is a good one.
Pebbles is a good one, but
Pebbles.
I've only just seen fish eggs. But you know, there's a lot of open space in there, so you can do your doodles with those.
Raspberry, blackberry, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I
Okay.
just cottoned on to what you're on about, yeah. But I mean, that
Lovely.
is a really usable set, and that stamp set is absolutely beautiful.
When I said blackberry, it took you a while, and your fish eggs I got straight away. Hey? $13.98 is your price. 810216 your item number. We're going to move on. We've got more for you. See, there isn't a bad item.
No, there isn't. There
now,
isn't.
This option is absolutely flying. I know why. Have you seen the price? Are you kidding? A quarter of the stock's gone. Julia, that price, look, even at full price, that is ridiculous. $9.98 for what you're getting there. Effectively, for me, the stencils are free. Because traditionally, you know, as crafters will see it, you could pay $9.99 just for the stamps alone. And they are beautiful
So that's
stamps.
very useful, isn't it? So you've got the flower spray, which looks a bit like a hydrangea, and you've got the beautiful dragonfly, which are going to go hand in hand. And then, the stencils. I mean, when I went to the stencils, when the big box arrived at home, it was that set of stencils that I went to first.
I wish I could tell you how many of these are in baskets. Well, I'll tell you what I can do. I can tell you we've now jumped to half the stock. Very, very busy. I love that.
That's the one I adore that.
And can I say, what I love about working with Julia, what you see is what you get. She speaks from the heart. You wear your heart on your sleeves. If you
It's
like
really
something,
difficult, because if I don't like something, I'm scuppered.
you will, but when you like it, it shows. So Julia likes this, and she'll never put it on for the camera. She'll say how she feels. 782953, your item number. Potentially, this could be disappearing this hour. We will see. Okay, we shall progress on our journey. So we've got a lot of diversity on here. There is absolutely something for everybody. Here we're going to be celebrating new beginnings. It's nice. Always nice to celebrate. So you're getting a lot of dies for your money. 14 dies in total. Not only that, they are beautiful dies.
Yeah, very, very usable dies. Again, you've got a couple of sentiments, and you've got the backers to go with the sentiments as well, which is quite nice to have. That edge die is absolutely beautiful.
I think that's, where are we there? Are we here? There you go, yeah.
Yeah, that edge die is absolutely beautiful. So you can use that with your journals, or you can use that on the edge of cards. You can just use it, you know, cut it out of a strip of card and use it as an embellishment. That's a very, very usable one. I really like that one.
I'm going to turn them all around, because then you'll get to see what you are getting here. But I mean, value for money, just the amount, 3 die sets, an incredibly usable die set. So we had the edge die set, good luck, so proud of you. And then you've got the wonderful flowers in there as well. All 3 die sets, it's less than a £5, a couple of pennies less than a £5 per set. So $4.99 per set.
Absolute bargain.
It really is. Okay, now we've got more to see, so we will progress on. 424191, your item number. Lou. Why do I keep saying Lou? I'm so sorry. Do you know what? Because it's just Lou. Sorry, Julia.
I know, it's fine. It's
but
fine.
Julia, this is a good buy.
Yeah. So we're looking at the stamps now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I've actually coloured in one of the floral ones.
Beautiful.
They are beautiful. I remember Lou demonstrating those actually, and the mandala stamp as well. So those 2 stamps are tremendous. They really are. They're about 5 inches square.
Good size?
So really good size, yeah. So you've got a nice open space there for a sentiment, or for even the die cut sentiment, or a stamp sentiment, whichever you like. And the mandala is going to lend itself for you to fussy cut and to stack up if you want to, a little bit of decoupage. Use them with your glitters. That'd be nice stamped onto acetate, and use your glitter or your glass paints behind it. I think
Yeah.
Lou's just done a glass painting show, hasn't she, today?
She did actually, yeah.
Yeah. So that would be perfect for your glass paints on acetate.
I'm going to show you, if I turn these around, so if you are looking for inspiration when you get these home, I mean, that
beautiful,
mandala is
isn't it?
stunning. And
It
I love
is.
this frame too.
Yeah.
But something that Julia talked about, and it's because you approach things from a crafty perspective, they are a very usable size. And
yeah.
they are a good size. For $9.98 for both, and 10% of the stock's gone here too. Studio lights, we were discussing this. We don't know how they do it, but they always bring such great value for money. Got to remind you that everything is going to be dispatched on the 26th of May. But when you consider it, just showing here, bear with me, the acetate moved. So the size of the stamps, and you could buy just say one stamp, that mandala for $9.98. You are getting both, just showing you a sense of scale with my hand. For that, 800-130 your item number. As we move on, we've got more for you. Now, you're a big fan of the cut and emboss folders here.
Yes, we are definitely going to run one of those through the machine if the stock lasts today.
Well,
in this
now
hour.
that's a big if, because we're getting 2 embossing folders that also die cut. So effectively, you're getting a die set and an embossing folder amalgamated into one. And then, should we have a little picky flicky? Look, we've got to be quick.
So these are like die cut elements.
300,
You get
actually more.
there's two identical sheets of each design, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't say that very
So
well.
no, it's all right. You're
Yeah.
going to get 2 of each to use.
So they just kind of, they call it kiss cut, don't they? So you can just pop them out.
Oh, that's not
But they're going to work perfectly with your embossing folders, so it's a really good idea that they were actually added in this bundle. Very usable. There's lots of different occasions in there, because that's what it's about, the New Beginnings collection. Lots of it's babies, it's weddings, it's moving home, it's all those kind of events, and that's what's shown in that book.
So when Nathan moves out, lovely thing to make him.
If ever.
Nathan's Julia's son. She gives him too good a life at home. He's not going anywhere. 16.97 your price, saving £7. 881-369 your item number. Now we shall have another look at our next offering. So here it's another fantastic stamp set. Lot going on here, and I would imagine with these, you can see we've got edging, we've got borders, then we've got beautiful floral aspects. There's sentiments in there too. It's a great stamp set.
Yeah, I mean, that border set is absolutely fantastic. It coordinates with the edge on one of the cut and emboss, one of the stamps does, that ornate one on the end. But you've got lots of intricate ones in there that are really useful. You can, of course, bend them to go round circles or ovals if you want to, because they're acrylic stamps, so they're going to go round the corners for you.
Yeah.
Or you can just use little sections of them. You don't have to use the whole thing.
Yeah.
Very usable. And then you've got the beautiful ones with the like florals and the banner. And then you've got that lovely sentiment as well. And that sentiment will fit inside the floral square stamp that we looked at.
Creative minds rarely tidy. We all need that.
Oh, I'm so messy.
Me too. So we're very creative. $9.98 your price there, saving £2, 755-252 your item number. Okay, now we have got some dies for you, and wait till you see the price on this. And this is why we're suggesting, if you can, go online and see all the goodies, because there's some great prices. $11.98 for both die sets, 20 dies in total here. So this is your New Beginnings cakes and champagne.
Yeah, so obviously the cake's going to be useful all the time, isn't it?
course.
For every single occasion you want a cake.
Same with some fizz.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, so you've got your different tiers there, so you can decide how high you want your cake. And lots of extra dies as well. I think it's really nice that on the packaging they show you how it all could go together.
Yeah.
So that's a tremendous. I want a cake like that.
Weddings, christenings,
Yeah.
birthdays,
Yeah.
anniversaries.
Anything you want a cake for.
Yeah.
Sunday.
You got preference to cake? Favourite type of cake?
I like anything with caramel in it, but I do like lemon cake as well.
Bit of lemon drizzle.
I'm not so keen on lemon drizzle. No. A lemon frosting would be really nice.
Okay.
Or lemon meringue. That's a
bit of a
pie,
lemon-
but
Okay, we'll give it to you. $11.98 your price. You're
Look at
getting
that
both
teddy.
die sets. Cute. That would be good. I'm thinking with the die, if you wanted to use that, well, as a little charm, so a fake charm on something. If
or you
want
can
to.
hang it off your tag on your present that you give to somebody.
I like that. 156022 item number. Now, we've just got a couple more items before we get to demonstration. We're going to start with the top two here. Weight. Now, this is essential, but look at that price. $22.98. When you consider what you are getting here, you are saving £9. I'm going to pick these up so you can really appreciate what you are getting. 14 dies in total, just absolutely perfect in creating. So I'm thinking if you wanted to create different pages, scrapbooks, journals.
Yeah, I mean, one of them's like a pocket, so like an envelope.
Yeah.
And then the other one, they do quite a few dies like this, where you've got that central bit that you can mat and layer, and then you've got a decorative, like it's a gatefold.
Okay.
So you've got the decorative edges to it.
Very nice. $22.98 your price there, £9 saving. And as we look down here, you're able to see more. Wow.
Those are journal dies.
Okay, so those are the journal dies. Sorry, you know when I said journals, the top two, I thought they were part of the same collection. But you can see here, the journal dies, the sheer volume of elements.
They really do cram
That's
so
cool.
much stuff in them. I mean, they could just give you the journal die itself, but rather than waste the metal, because you pay for the size of your metal,
Yeah.
they've made sure that, I mean, look at that. Look how many dies there are there in that. So usable, and they don't have to just be used with that journal.
Yeah.
You can use it with other journal dies, you can use it with your cards, you can use it in your scrapbook, and you can use it in absolutely any project you want to.
I think we would all agree that if I just show you one of the journal dies, I'm going to pull this one out. Just this one here, it's worth $24.99. When you look at the amount of elements that you're getting, the size of the die set, that's 20 dies in total. You'd be thinking, absolutely flying. You know, that's a good price. $24.99. You've got your floating hinge in there as well, or spine, I should say. There's a lot going on. Effectively, you're getting one for free. It's a 50% saving. So with this, you are paying for one and getting both sets. Great price, really is. And I've seen these made out. That is a very, very good buy. 964, your item number there. Now, we have got some updates for you. We're busy. Do you remember the dragonfly with the two stencils? Whew, it's gone.
Oh,
Julia,
really?
it's gone. Technically sold
Thank
out.
goodness that isn't my first demonstration
That
then.
would have been painful. All that time prepping and it's gone even before we got to use it. So well done. If you got that in your basket, please make sure to check out. I just want to show you some 7-day savers because we noticed a few of you going there. And we have got some black card that would work well with a lot of items on the show. And when we say some black card, 50 sheets, 300 GSM, matte black collection, $9.99, a 50% saving. You're saving £10 there. You've also got the magnetic sheets. Now let's have a look here. So A4 magnetic sheets, you're getting 10 of these sheets in total for $9.99. Good price, saving £3, $933-686, your item number. Enough from me, we're going to start having a play. If you do have any questions for Julia, please get in touch. It's so simple to do, studio@thecraftstore.com. Julia, what are we going to do?
Yeah, if there's anything you want me to do over the next 24 hours, I can do. I've got all the stuff here, so I can show you if you want me to. So I thought what we'd do before I actually get into making what I was going to do, I thought we'd just look at this die set that is in the one-day special, because it's all very well looking at that, and I mean the packaging's lovely, you can see it, but it's nice to be able to see what you can do with it. So this outer die here will cut you a mat, right? So, and then this inner die will cut you this here, this beautiful kind of floral piece.
Nice.
So if you were to take your butterfly, it could be feeding off of there, you know, shape it and feeding it off of there if you wanted it to be.
I mean, that could also be like a doily lace detail.
Exactly. You can multi-cut these, pop it onto a piece of card with a piece of double-sided adhesive on and make yourself a background, sniff off the excess and then add glitter to all the exposed adhesive, which would be a really nice thing to do.
Julia, I like your style.
So this is going to go on here. Now, I will it has been driving me nuts because it's not symmetrical. So once you find the bit that you needs to go on, mark yourself a little dot. So I've got a little dot there, and I've marked it on the back here, so I know that that's got to go in there, and you can see that's going to give me a perfect mat on there. Okay. So that's that die.
Julia, that is very, even before we've done anything else.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning, just black. And remember, we showed you that black cardstock 7-day savers. Just cuss out the die, you're winning.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. I mean, all you need to do is put it onto a piece of pretty paper and a sentiment, and you've got yourself a card. But what you've also got in there is you've got these dies here, this set of 3. So if you cut the outside one, then that's going to give you this. All right. Boring. Okay.
Now we're using the 1-day special. Details are on your screen, and the price is just ridiculously good.
It is really good. If you cut this one,
Yeah.
what you get is you get a heart and you get that.
So like border.
A
or
border.
edge.
So you get both of those. That's a twofer.
Okay.
So this is this can then
You
sit
love your
on there.
twofers.
I do love my twofers.
Well, now that it's kind of like, it looks like jewellery, like a cameo or
It
something.
could be.
Yeah.
If you cut that one, you get that.
All right.
So that then becomes
inside?
a leaf.
Ah.
So then you can then pop that behind that. And if you have 2 of them.
Julia, that looks so effective on the black, just black cardstock.
Black and white
overlay.
is really good way to show dies.
Yeah.
It really shows them off.
Lovely.
So that's beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning.
So hopefully that's getting you going already. And then the other die that you've got is this one here. I think it's a bit like a lotus flower, but it might not be.
Yeah, I got that sense.
Yeah. So obviously you've got this separate one that's a backer.
Yeah.
And then this one's a lot simpler. This one, you just sit in there like that.
That's very pretty.
It's very pretty. So obviously what I would do probably, and whether we get to do it over the next 24 hours, I don't know, is I'd actually die cut those out of a colour, and then do these out of green, and paper piece those in, and I think that would look absolutely beautiful.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to show you right now with the dice, because I'm going to use the stamps instead.
Okay.
So I've got one cut out already, but I'm going to stamp the butterfly, the fritillary, just in my stamping platform. I've got one of these new, it's a new one. This is the Crafts 2 one.
Oh yeah.
Thought I'd treat myself.
It's very, do you know, it's very nice to work with.
So we're going to pop that on there, and you can use, I usually use Archival, but I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair because it's going to work with the stamps as well.
So I have a stamping platform. It's interesting because I was doing a show with John and he was explaining something to me. I had a little light bulb moment. With the Press to Impress, you have the foam that you're stamping into, and that really helps to get a nice stamp registration.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Where the one I have, and it's a well-known one, it's, you know the one.
Is it the one that Paola made you buy when she demonstrated it? I bought it.
Yeah.
I can't get on with it at all.
No, do you know what? I really struggle. I'll tell you why.
No.
And John explained it, and when he did, I was like, oh, okay, this is why I'm struggling. So it's effectively you're going from you've got a hard surface you're stamping onto, and there is no bounce or anything that you get with the Press to Impress.
Yeah.
If I'd done that show with John, that would have been the one I would have bought.
Yeah. I always, when they first came out, and I bought one because Paola made me buy one.
Yeah.
Because she's very good at her job. And I bought one, and I just couldn't get on with it at all. And then I thought, who needs a stamping platform? I don't need a stamping platform. And then Hampton Arts came on here, and I bought the Hampton Arts
Well, such a
ones.
good price. I'm surprised I remember that.
And I do use that a lot.
Yeah.
But it's not been on here for ages.
No.
So I thought, right, I'll get one that you guys have got.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with it.
Good.
But look at that stamp. Absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of fine, like little dot detail to it. It's a little bit grungy, but it's very, very easy to cut out, as you can see.
Oh yeah.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to do I'm going to colour it in a minute, but I'm going to do a background first, and then the background can be drying while I see to that.
So Phil's pens would be perfect for this.
We're going to be using Phil's pens as well, yes. So this is just a piece of mopped up ink. It's got a little bit of brush corduroy on it, and it's got a little bit of Dylusions shimmer spray on there as well. So it doesn't really matter what it is. It's what it's going to become.
We love a bit of a mop-up.
We do love a bit of a mop-up. So we're going to take the stencils in the one-day special, and I'm going for brown and blue.
Okay, good colours. Yeah.
So we're going for faded jeans. So we're just going to add a little bit of colour, light colour in the background.
You're starting to use the. I'm noticing more and more people jumping on the brushes band.
I have got some.
Was it okay?
See, but I want it a little bit darker, so that's why we're going for the ink. And then we take the other one and we go with a brown on the other one.
And this would be good. I can imagine this being used under the sea. It could be used as flower background. There's a lot of different scope with it.
Let's actually do quite a big one in the middle there, like that. And hopefully our butterfly will sit on that.
It's like we've zoomed in and the butterfly's landed on a petal.
Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that. I'm going to just have a little bit just up there, just in the corner, because I can.
You're a perfectionist.
Yeah. I'm happy with that. And yes. Oh, yes, stamps. We have some stamps in it. I can't use those. You sold out of those.
Yeah.
Oh, flip.
Well,
what else have we got? Oh, we've got other stamps, haven't we? We've got other stamps. Let's have a bit of the border.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, now this is nice to see the borders in action.
Yes. So we'll put this on a block. And I'm going to use that nice kind of almost Moroccan feel to it, this one. I'm going to let it relax on my craft sheet and then pick it up.
Good advice.
And we're going to go with
a bit of a bend if you ever wanted to.
Sorry?
You're saying that these, you can give them a bit of a bend.
You can give them a bend, absolutely. I think we'll put dither. Yes, we go for the blue.
I think as crafters, we all have that conversation with ourselves.
Oh, constantly. Nathan will come in to me and say, who are you talking to, Mum? I'm talking to me. I'm not talking to Ed. Ed's on the bed.
It's when you start arguing back with yourself.
Oh, I do it all the time. All right, let's see how we go over the top here.
Nice.
So I just gave it a little bit of a miss because it's Distress Oxide and it just helps it stamp.
Oh, no, that's nice.
Nice, isn't it?
That's very pretty.
I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to do any more. I'm just going to do that on the top. Okay, and then we'll just go around the edges. We'll bring the blue in around the edges as well, just to bring it all in, because it's a nice thing to do.
Nice.
Makes it look like it's finished. Okay, happy with that. Get rid of that.
Okay.
In fact, what we'll do, I think, is we'll actually pick some of that up onto this butterfly.
Yeah.
Rather than waste it.
Stuff. I like your style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lou, why do I keep saying Lou? I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
The fifth time I've done it.
Yanis, there are a
Julie,
lot worse things that you can call me. It's fine. I
it's so
don't
hard
mind.
doing Lou's collection with you. I'm so sorry.
It's
I was saying
fine.
that I enjoy it whenever we work together, even though I get your name wrong. But the irony. But I really enjoy it because you've got such a nice, relaxed style when you craft to it. You enjoy what you do.
Yeah, I'm fine because I've done a little bit of prep.
Yeah.
When I haven't done any prep, so when we get to the time when things are selling out,
yeah.
I might struggle just a wee bit. So let's add a little bit of brown in here as well. Brush corduroy is what I was using. So I'm just going to go for my regular Distress.
Yeah.
And put some of that on there. And pick some of that up. Oh, I need the lid off. Pick some of that up to, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice rich brown. See, that's the difference between actually applying the ink directly and actually doing a mop up from just applying it with the, yeah.
That's nice.
That is nice.
What do you normally do when you get a set home? What's your sort of approach?
What, when I get a new
collection? Let's say the one day special. If you got that home, what would you do? Would you maybe stamp a little out, do some die cuts, and then come up with ideas, or would you have a firm idea already where you want to go with it?
Well, when I got this box, I opened it and I just thought, oh my
Goodness.
because there's such a lot on this on these shows over the next 24 hours. And after I'd had that initial panic with how much there was, then I located what was the one-day special bundle, and the first thing I did was stamp this butterfly out 4 times.
Yeah.
So 4 times on an A4 sheet, and I cut all the dies as you saw.
Yeah.
And so then I thought, what can they go with? And so I got all my packets out and started kind of seeing what would go with what.
Yeah.
And then I cut the cut and emboss folders because I really like
You
those.
are a big fan of those.
I really like those. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to add a little bit of blue, just a little bit of blue to the kind of.
So we're sticking with our colour theme.
Kicking, yeah. So I'm going to move this around in a minute. So I mean, don't look at this as being a tremendous colouring exercise because it's just not going to happen today.
It's okay.
It's just an inference of colour here.
It's a good word.
Yeah. You can let your imagination go wild, and obviously it's not that exciting watching me colour. But I think I'm going to add some blue around the edges here. And you can see that these are the watercolour blending brush pens, and this is the Sentimental Yours ones, and this is set 2.
That's lovely.
Should be on the website.
Yeah. I mean, this butterfly absolutely screams for colour, and also you could get really imaginative with it because you don't have to stick with the colours of the specific butterfly, the Fritella. You can start injecting, I think, glitters, iridescents.
Yeah. Use your Sakura pens, your Stardust pens, which would be absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So we are watercolouring. I am on watercolour card. Obviously using the watercolour blending brush pens, using the Distress inks. Yeah. And they're all water-based products. So you can do. It doesn't have to look perfect because it's a watercolour. Yeah. It suits me down to the ground.
Lovely.
And I think I'm just going to do his body.
Okay.
In a brown, just so that we've got a bit of definition going on here. Move that around a bit.
Pretty.
There we go. That'll do. Obviously, I'd faff around a bit with him, but that'll do for me for now. So we're going back to our background here, and we're going to give him a bit of, because this is a little bit damp still. I can easily take the shape. Oh yeah. Just in my fingers.
Yeah. That's massaging that shape in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did see on social media. There's the social media group on Facebook called Studio Light. I think it's called Studio Light Creative Community. It might just be Studio Light Community. Yeah. Forgive me if I get it wrong. But you'll find it if you just search Studio Light. And there was somebody on there, a lady, and I'm sorry, I don't know her name. She's a Dutch lady, I think. Right. And she did this with one of Lou's other butterflies, and I thought it was absolutely tremendous. So I thought, I'm having that. We're going to do that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So in the second bundle that we've got on the show, we've got. Do you remember the little fish eggs?
Yeah.
I've got 3 of those that I've cut out, and we're going to have them here like that, so and we're going to have the butterfly
landed
on top
on some
of
blackberries
like that. And then we're going to bring in the word happy. So I need to kind of put that up a little bit.
Scoot them up.
Yeah. We're going to bring in the word happy, and I'm going to stick that there in a minute.
Julia, that looks great. That really does look good.
It does look good, doesn't it?
Considering you start from scratch.
Yeah.
That genuinely, what you're seeing right now, you could be doing that at home. Yeah. That's achievable.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll stick this while you do your
That sounds like a plan. Okay. Are you having fun?
I am.
Good. All right, we're going to go down the counter. There's a lot to see. This is the one-day special. And when you consider the amount that you are getting, 20% of the stock's gone. That's 20% of the stock that is meant to last 24 hours. And we've lost that stock in half an hour. Well, 34 minutes. So what you're getting are two beautiful stencils that you can play around with. Imagine these on your jelly plates, adding texture paste through these, spritzing them. There is so much different scope to how you could use those. They're fantastic. But then we're getting the butterfly that Julia was so expertly demonstrating, and it is a good size butterfly. It's a good size stamp and so much space to paint and to color. If I just turn that around and show you. So this is the butterfly. It's one example, one direction where you could take it, but I just love the design of that butterfly. And Julia's showing how easy it is to cut out, but also color, 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 color. Really like that. So that's your stamp. And then you've got your die set as well. And it was so nice when Julia just showed you all the different dies, because sometimes you can miss how many dies you're actually getting in a collection, because naturally we gravitate towards sort of like the main feature, which you're seeing here, which is beautiful. You've got your outside cutting edge, then your inside cutting detail. In here, again, you've got that outside, then you've got edge detail, and then you've got a further die in the center of that. And over here, that beautiful flourish, you've got the outside cutting edge and the inside cutting detail. So all of that, you've got effectively your mats and your layers with your dies, you're getting your stencils, you're getting your stamps, $17.97. $17.97 for that is absolutely incredible. I mean, how much would you pay for a stamp of that size? For stencils there, and these are good size stencils, and for your dies. 148022 item number. We're busy for the one-day special. We really are very, very busy for that. We are sticking with Just Lou. So our lovely Lou with us. She's designed these, and Julia is so expertly showing her. And do you know what's really nice? Seeing Julia, and we're discussing before the show, because Julia and Lou have very, very different styles. So Julia is showing another interpretation of how you get the most out of this set. So just seeing here, once I saw this die cut, you know, it was the die that we put our butterfly on. That is just such a beautiful die. But then you've got your wonderful flourish here as well. We are approaching 20% of the stock for this option. Then we've got our happy, which you're seeing there. And over here, look at this for a stamp. Really, really nice duo for $13.98. The prices on this show are ridiculous. 810216, your item number. We're going to move on to New Beginnings. Here you've got a trilogy of dies, really nice dies that you are absolutely going to use. So having a look, and the whole point of this New Beginnings, and you can use it in so many different guises, but $14.97, so $4.99 per die set. Look at that for a wonderful edge die. I'll turn that around and show you. Isn't that exquisite? Imagine, I'm thinking gatefolds. If you wanted to put that on a gatefold, or if you wanted to link it together and then just create a centerpiece, that's just half, so put another half on there, and that could be your mat, maybe put something on top of that. There's a lot of scope. So that's just your edge die. And then you've also got over here, these are your sentiments. I'll turn that around. So there's your good luck and I'm so proud of you, along with your sort of foundation for that. You see there, sort of like turd film. And then over here, you've got your flowers. $14.97 your price, $424,191 your item number there. Now we're going to move on to stamps. Beautiful stamps. I mean, really nice stamps. You've got a stunning frame, which you're seeing here. And then we have our mandala in the mix as well. We are 30% of the stock, and we absolutely should be busy for this. Look at, I'm going to turn these both around so you can see it. Seeing the size of the stamps, but it gives you an indication of just an idea, the packaging, an idea of what you could achieve. That mandala is just ridiculously beautiful. And then I love this frame because you've got that space inside to explore with the sentiment too. Get your watercolors out. $9.98 for both. It's a good price. 800-130, your item number there if you do want to pop those into your basket. Okay, as we carry on down, we've got, now this is something genuinely Lou is a huge fan of. It's actually, I don't want to speak for you, Julia.
Are you talking about Lou now, or are you talking about me?
No, did I say Lou again?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing it.
I mean, I don't mind.
Well, I just don't know why I'm doing it. But I'm doing it so often. I'm so sorry, Julia. You should take offence. If I do that one
No,
more
I
time.
don't take offence.
But you should.
I don't know if you're talking about when Lou's done it before. That's
I
the
was.
thing.
I was.
That's
I wasn't.
fine.
I misspoke. But Julia, you were saying that you are. I know Lou is a fan of these, but you're a fan of these.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love it. We're going to use that in a minute. Yeah, absolutely. I love cutting embossed folders, and that little book there as well is going to make it. I mean, you'll see how quick they are to use, and you'll see how quick it is to make a card with those toppers.
Nice.
On
I'm going to flick
as
through
well.
and show you here. Let's have a little look. So, lots of die cut elements in the mix. I mean, there are 300. I did a very cursory quick through. And also, once you see the actual embossing folders with that die cut aspect as well, really nice. $16.97 your price there. 881-369 your item number. Just going to show you one more before we head back to the lovely Julia. Getting there. It's
Well
like it's the first
done.
time we worked together. So having a little look here, we had a play with the borders just a few moments ago, those wonderful floral borders. You've also got the Creative Mind stamp as well. $9.98 is your price, $755-252 your item number. We are going to show you a couple of other items that are proving popular. Now, we have got the journaling dies. The saving on here, it's a 50% saving, is fantastic. You're saving $24.99. So $24.99, you're getting both sets, effectively paying for one and getting two. Over 10% of the stock's gone. They are very, very good dies. Journaling dies, each one makes its own journal, and there are so many elements as well. It's a great buy. I'd say it was one of my top picks of the show. 975-964 your item number. Okay, what are we going to do next, Julia?
Right, we're going to play with one of the embossing folders.
Cool.
So this will be on your marks, get set, go, because once you see this, I think you'll want it.
Okay.
So if you're I'm only using a pure white card here from Sentimental Yours. So it's the same, obviously, both sides. But if you're using a single-sided, so like a mirror card or something like that, you want to make sure that your kind of right side is facing the die.
Okay.
So
the shiny side would be
shiny
facing
side
the
is up,
Your
and your
coated
die is
side,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So see if I can get this straight. You do want to get it straight in here. It's roughly about 5 5/5 wide in inches. Let's see. Faff. And I'm using a Gemini machine because I don't crank anymore. And we're using, for this, all you need is you need 2 cutting plates. So whichever is your base plate and a cutting plate, that's all you need.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
So it's your standard embossing folder
Plates.
thing. You don't need anything extra because it's die cutting, which, you know, you kind of think, do I need more pressure?
No.
But you absolutely don't. And look at this.
Oh, that's really pretty. And Jill, if you just turn, you will see the embossing detail.
Let's see if I can do it.
Yeah. Lean it forward. So
Forward.
actually push it forward.
There
There
we
you
go.
go. And the embossed detail is exquisite. And I like how on that edge, so you've got the edge detail that's been cut, then you've got a complementing design from the emboss,
So
and then
you
it
could
goes
actually
on.
trim that if you wanted to and have a border rather than a whole background, or you could use just the top piece as a background if you wanted to.
I can see why you love that so much.
Absolutely beautiful. What you need to remember is obviously these bits will fall out here. But what you do need to remember is that there's no pokey holes, but you do need to just get a pokey tool and just they just come out quite easily. So each time you use it, just make sure you do
Get
clean
the little
it.
bits out. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I think they're tremendous, and there's these 2, and there are 2 others as well, which are beautiful as well. So
I'd be getting my brushes onto there. The brush will clean it quite quickly.
Oh yeah. So anyway, they're my top picks really.
Good pick.
So so I'm going to just pop this on here. I'm not going to add ink to it because we're staying very nice and clean.
And you
with
were
this.
absolutely right, Julia. Once we saw it cut, now a lot of viewers are popping this into their basket.
They're tremendous. I remember Spellbinders. I did Spellbinders cutting emboss folders a couple of years ago, and they were so popular. And they're not. You don't see cutting emboss folders very often. So they're like I suppose they're gems really that you need to look out for and grab them when you can.
Yeah, 20% of the stock with the two. You've got the two embossing folders that are also die cut, and you're getting the die cut block with I think it's over 300 elements. $16.97 your price, and how much did we say it was? 20% of the stock had gone.
Right, so let's see if I can get this nice and straightish.
Okay.
And I'm just complementing it with a piece of blue card as well. Stick for me. And then to embellish it, what I'm going to do is use some of the elements. I've got one here, that we can keep that with the folder.
Nice.
I'm going to use, first of all, I'm going to use this die that I've cut.
Is that from our one day special? Is that the edge?
That's
no,
this
no,
one.
sorry, it's the new beginnings.
It is the new beginnings, but it's that one, which
Yeah,
there's a bunch of dies, isn't there?
That's
There's
right.
3 different dies.
Got the sentiments. Yeah, sorry, we've got the details on your screen for that one. So you've got your good luck and ornate borders, and you've also got the lotus.
But this is just one die. It's because it looks on the packaging like you've got to line the outer die up, but you haven't. You just need to make sure that when, say if this is your card, that you actually have it perhaps just a fraction over the edge, so that it will cut out for you. If you don't want it to cut out for you, then obviously move it out, and you've got a flap that you could put a gift tag or something through.
Nice. Yeah.
And of course you can paper piece in those extra bits as
what,
well.
What a pretty flap.
Yeah. So let's just pop this down. So just using the same blue card as I've got on the back. There's nice wide lines for you to pop your glue in on this one, which is quite nice. And it's just a fraction bigger than the folder, just a fraction. But I'm happy with that, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Not going to stress over that. Stick. Right, and then I've also got, this is one of the, these are the elements from the die cut block.
Yeah.
So one of them is this little border here. So I'm going to pop the little border just down there. It's not quite the same size, but almost.
Yeah. Gee, you're absolutely right. We were having a chat before the show, and you can see a die, you can see it in the packaging, but I don't think you can fully appreciate how pretty a die is until you see it cut out and used in a project, because that edge is stunning.
Now,
could you put that, I kind of mentioned as we were recapping, the edge that you just laid down, could you then cut out 2 and put them together and put that maybe in the centre of a piece?
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could actually have that as it wouldn't be too difficult if you actually wanted to do a gatefold card, and you could actually put it on the edge of your card and cut one side and then turn it around and cut the other. And then these mandalas are from the die cut block as well. So I would normally put foam tape on, but I'm just going to put them flat.
Okay. You got just under 10 minutes.
Oh, plenty.
Any time.
Yeah. So we're just going to offset these. So we just do, it's just layers. And that's what you can do. I mean, I'm using 5 pieces from that die cut block. And then we've got this light tray here.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
I'm going to put that there.
Yeah.
So this could be a, we're coming out of lockdown, come around and have a cup of tea kind of thing.
Father's Day card?
Could be.
Breakfast in bed?
Yeah. You hankering for that, are you? Now you're a daddy, you can have a Father's Day.
Ah, I can.
Your first Father's Day.
Yeah.
That's lovely, isn't it? And then you've got this sentiment here, which I'll read in a minute when I glue it on. Because there are sentiments in the block as well. What you can imagine, you can create.
Oh, that's nice. That's a really nice sentiment.
There we go. How easy is that?
And what a beautiful inspiration. We started with the embossing folder, the cut and embossing folder. Then we used one of our dies to create that beautiful edge detail, and we used elements from the die cut block as well. It is a simple,
Too simple.
it is simple. I don't want to diminish. It's a beautiful card, but it's achievable.
It's having the tools for the job.
Yeah.
You know? And if you've got good tools, I mean, it's very lucky that we've got so much on here that we can choose from.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you've got good tools and you can create something wonderful.
You must have been a kid in a sweet shop when it arrived.
I haven't been able to use most of them because there's just so much. It's just tremendous.
I love seeing how excited Julia's getting here, and you're going to be that excited as well. We're going to talk about the one-day special. You're getting an awful lot to play around with. It's such a good price, £17.97. And you get this full collection. So, beautiful stamp, that Fritilla butterfly. So we're getting that. Then we've got the stencils as well. You're going to get both of the stencils in there. Really nice stencils. And they're good size to them. And then finally, we've got our die set, I should say. So we're just having a little look. And there are a lot of elements in here. So you've got 3 dies here, you've got 2 dies there, you've got another large die with an outside cutting edge. So you've got, with all of these dies, you've got the outside cutting edge, which gives you your matte, and then you've got detailed dies that you can lay over the top. That is your one-day special. You are saving £6. It is proving very, very popular, and I do not... that's very nice. Who was that? Thank you, Terry, saying good evening, Julia and Scott. I don't know why I kept on calling Julia Lou. Thank you.
Good
I deserve
one,
that.
I like that.
I'll take it because I deserve it. So this is your one-day special, 148022, item number there. Kind of feel a bit honoured that I was referred to in the calibre of presenter like Scott. That's a win. Just going to say very quickly here, this is another really nice duo here. So we're getting a die and you're getting the stamp for £13.98. 810216, your item number there. So enough from me because I'm just conscious of the time. We're going to head back to Julia. Already done 2 fantastic demonstrations. We're going to try and squeeze in a third.
Right, okay, I'm on it. Right, we're going to use the floral frame stamp.
Okay.
And I'm on a piece of watercolour card again. This is the Sentimentally Yours Super Smooth because I just tend to go for it all the time whenever you want to do any sort of watercolouring. It's such a lovely card because it's nice and smooth, so it's not got a kind of texture to it. Now there's a couple of different things I can tell you about. Well, one thing I can tell you about this stamp that you need to bear in mind. It's roughly 5 1/4 inches. Looking at here, my card is just under 14 centimetres square, so you can see how big this stamp is, can't you?
Good size,
yeah. Yeah, it's a good size. So I'm popping it on my platform. I'm picking it up. Now, I don't know if you can, you probably can't see, it's domed in the middle. So what you want to do is pick it up again, just on one corner, and then relax it down again. Because if you ink it up while it's got that dome, then you're going to get ink in the middle. There's a bubble there as well. Okay. You're going to get ink in the middle, and then you're going to transfer ink to there, and you might not want to do that. You might want to actually stamp a sentiment in there.
Julia, this is really good knowledge, good crafter insight.
You know, this is from Mr. M, our Phil Martin, because one of his... the sentiment coins, when he did those, the really big ones, the medallions, he did that there. And I was noticing when I was inking this up that I was getting ink all over the middle, and I thought, right, that'd be a thing that Phil does that I've got to do with this one.
Okay.
So we're going to stamp this here, give it a good old press, meaty stamp. And it's very easy to colour in. It's kind of, oh, I missed a bit. It's kind of, it's like it's a very loose flower. The petals are a bit inferred, if you like, and also you've got it going off the edge.
So it's very forgiving.
Yeah, so you could actually trim it exactly to where it stops, but you know, you don't have to, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So I've gone ahead and I've already coloured one in, and so you can see the difference when you actually colour them in. And on the background here, I've got some of Lou's aviation stamps, which are on tomorrow's 4.
I remember when she brought those out. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very busy.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if they're available today. They probably are, but they're definitely on the 4 p.m. Show tomorrow. And this is that creative minds are a rarely tidy sentiment that I've put in the middle. So, and I did this before I found out what was on all the shows. So I'll put this together.
Okay.
And then I'll show you what you could do if you were, because obviously I'm meant to be focusing on the one-day special, but this is fine as it is, but I'll show you how you can change it to include the one-day special as well. So let's just pop this in. Again, I'm not going to ink around the edges on this, I'm just going to pop it down. Whenever you put anything on black, it's going to pop and look tremendous. Have it up the right way. And it's only a you know, about a 6-inch card. So with the one-day special, here we go with the die again. There we go. Is it? No. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh dear. I'll get there in a minute.
Okay.
There we go.
You've got a minute and a half.
A minute and a half. All right, I did say a minute. Right. Just bear with me. I didn't think about actually putting the. Oh, I've got one here, haven't I? Let's use this one. I've got one here that's already done. There we go. So you could put that in the middle. Yeah.
Perfect.
And that looks lovely.
Well, like that.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That really does look good.
It does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you didn't want the sentiment, you can then, of course, if you wanted to, bring in your butterfly. This one obviously isn't coloured in, and you could have that as well.
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to.
Like that.
Or you could actually just have it on the black.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah. And obviously, if I hadn't put the sentiment on, you could just have it within the.
You know what I'm going to say? I like that.
Yeah. They all work, don't they? So you can definitely use the one-day special with this frame.
Julia, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm so sorry I called you Lou for most of it.
That's all right.
Now, you're going to be joined by Paola a bit later on.
I am, yes.
So you're going to have some fun.
Yeah, and tomorrow you're going to call me Lou again.
I'm not. So I'll tell you what, if I do, I will do a forfeit tomorrow for you. We'll come up with something.
Email in, what's the forfeit going to be?
Yeah, it's not, keep it clean. So thank you so much. I really did enjoy it, Julia. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it as well. We got plenty more coming up.